Alright, is it working? Is it good? Audio going? Probably. Definitely not watching football while I'm recording. I can't even say that with a straight face. Of course I'm watching football. Clarabelle, 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 I need a drink, bro. I didn't even turn on my lights, bro. Took all the time to turn on all the lights behind me. I didn't even turn on the fun ones, bro. What am I doing? Am I even a real content creator anymore? God! You know what? I still have a rock star from when we went on the road trip a few weeks back. When was the last time I made one of these? Was this pre or before or after the road trip? Bro, hold up. Research time. Puff, stop looking at me that way. Dumb, stupid little jelly bean looking. September 8th. Bro, that was like 2.5 weeks. Absolutely did not make one since after the road trip, huh? Definitely haven't made one since like before the road trip, huh? Dang, I'm behind. Trash, 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 trash. Actually, not trash. Actually, cool looking stuff. Actually, sombrero. And Maple Street we go. How's it going, everybody? It's your pal Megasnoop bringing you another Toonie the Tiger episode today. TTR Let's Play number 80 something. Why have I made 80 of these, bro? Why am I still in the Toontown community, bro? Why didn't I just move on to like League of Legends or something? Bro, at least if I move on to League of Legends, then people will understand why I'm always going insane. They're like, bro, you spend like 10 hours a day playing video games? Oh, it's League of Legends? I understand, you just have an addiction. But when it's Toontown, they're like, bro, why? Why, dude, what? So it's because you're a furry, right? No? Why then? Is it like for a girl or no? Are you just clinically depressed? Is that what it is? And I already got that one. Easy peasy lemon peasy, dude. But nah, literally the reason I keep playing Toontown is because I do like the game and I do enjoy the community. I really do still want to see this game flourish and grow someday, even though it probably won't, and I've accepted that, but that's okay. I still like it. And also people don't watch if I don't play it. But I digress. That's besides the point. Of course it's cog building. Of course we have to switch districts. Kortha. But yes, Toonie the Tiger, episode something or another. I made an oopsie, and even though 2 weeks have gone by and there's plenty of things that happened within the past 2 weeks, I have not written any of it down. Usually I have a little notepad of things that I pop out to me as stories to tell. And I'm like, ah, yes, I'm going to go tell these stories now that it's Toonie the Tiger time, and I've written them down. I haven't written any of them down. I've wrote down one of them, and that's just because it happened last night, and I was like, oh yeah, maybe I should write these down. Maybe, right? Oak Street. Here we go, Oak Street. So I'm gonna try my best to wing it and try to see what I can find. But if I am correct, and the last Toonie the Tiger wasn't until before the road trip we took, then I might have at least a couple things to talk about for sure, if I even just remember what happened on the road trip, just as a start. I'm gonna double check that though, because I don't want to be wrong. September 8th, and there hasn't been another one since. Okay, then yeah, no, that's right. So yeah, guys, it's been a hot minute. Sorry for making you guys wait for so long. But yeah, a lot of stuff has happened over the past couple weeks. First and foremost, we did get a new roommate. If you guys know the wonderful, amazing, spectacular Poutine. He's a streamer, content creator. He's been around YouTube for a little bit. And he's been streaming as well for about the past year or so. Nice guy, good friend of mine. We had an open spot and he's like, I could take it. And I was like, all right, am I gonna run into this building? I'm running into this building. I am part of this building now. Hello, team. Let's go, Tofu and Lime Crocodile. Ah, yes. These are the starting group of the Avengers. This is in sync without Justin Timberlake. Only thing we're missing from this lineup is good old Justin Timberlake here. Yeah, but my man's comes all the way from Portland, Oregon, which is ironic because that's also where I'm from. So I was there like earlier in February and I paid him a visit while I was there. And it worked out really well because I was like, hey guys, I'm going to go visit my parents. And then I went to visit my parents and then I said hi to him while I was there. And then I went to go pick him up again to take the road trip back down to Vegas, and people are like, oh, where are you going? And we were trying to like make it a little bit of a surprise, so I was like, I'm gonna go visit my parents for a day. And hey, it works out, doesn't it? It worked out. But man, just a handful of things that happened on that road trip. If you want to take a look and if you want to see what happened, you can go follow my Instagram, because I'm usually pretty consistent about posting things that go on in my everyday life on my Instagram. I have my Instagram story, and I have one specifically called Road Trip, Road Trip, Road Trip. And I don't know, it's like a fair like 30 different pictures or videos that we're going. You can see the whole thing that we went on while we did that, so if you want to go check that out, it'll kind of give you a better idea of everything that happened during that time. Bro, but like while we were there, while we were in downtown Portland though, first and foremost, let me tell you about how downtown Portland is just homeless city. There's all of these giant skyscrapers, big buildings, and they're all just empty because all the businesses are gone and all the people that lived in those buildings are gone. But what they do have is tents. They have tents everywhere. There's homeless people everywhere, and they all just live in tents. And this guy is very nice, and I need to be nice back. That's what I should do. This is how Toontown people legit act, and it's like scary to me because I'm like, wow, people actually are nice. But there's like such a homeless problem in Portland, Oregon that they just don't want to deal with, and they don't want to like have the hassle of trying to figure out that the government started handing out tents to the homeless people and said, you know, just park it anywhere, camp it, just whatever works. Just make yourselves like seen and not heard, or not seen and, you know, just get out of everybody's way. So as you're just going through downtown, it's just empty buildings, and I'm not kidding, it's rows upon rows upon rows of tents where all these homeless people are living. And it's not like there's shelters, and it's not like they have places under bridges. It's right in the middle of downtown. You're just walking through, and like right on the street there's just homeless people, and they're, you know, going about their everyday lives. They're talking to each other. They're going for walks. They're sitting in their tent playing with a Rubik's Cube. I'm not gonna lie, we did pass one guy that was just sitting there in his open tent, and he just had a bong, and he was just ripping a massive bong hit while we were just trying to drive by. It was a little scary, kind of. Mostly sad though. And I got added on Discord because they saw that I was playing Toontown Rewritten, and they want to make sure that I'm okay and I'm not suffering and I'm not dying. And I've informed them that I am in fact not suffering and not dying. But it looks like Poutine's finally putting together his room. And I don't know, he got like these foam paddings for his wall, and they just, I don't know, they look kind of sad. Like I've got foam padding on my wall, and it looks all right. And there's a picture of that, I think, on my Instagram somewhere. Maybe I got rid of that. I'm not sure where it is, but I could always post a picture, I'm sure. But then like compare that picture of what like my foam padding looks like with what he's got. I don't know, dude. It just looks, I don't know how to explain it. It just looks kind of sad. There's a lot of gaps in there. I don't know. And then half of it's like not flesh against the wall, and it just, I don't know, it looks sad. I don't know how else to explain it. Sadder than trying to train drop. Like it's that sad. Bro, I went to blow my nose and another cog showed up and it's attacking me. Go away. A level 2. What am I supposed to do against level 2? Anyway, I was talking about something. I think Portland. That's right. Driving through downtown Portland is awful. And if you ask anybody, they're going to tell you I can't drive, nor can I parallel park. I can do both of those things. I promise. Just not very well. But listen, I did just fine. And then once we actually got on the highway and we started going on our road trip itself, like I was driving fine. But bro, let me tell you, when we were in downtown Portland, there was this one like burger place. I think it was called Killer Burger. And they had like this peanut butter and pickle burger. And like it sounds bad, but it was delicious, right? So it was like this beef patty with like peanut butter, bacon, pickle, and I think it was like mayonnaise or something on it. And it's just that combination of food sounds disgusting, but man, like the mixture just really made it work. And I'm getting like cock blocked by Toontown Rewritten training. Bro, I'm gonna get this safe. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna get it. This is it right here. This is the safe. This is the one. This is it. This is right here, right here, right here, right here, right here, right. The next one. It's gonna be the next one. Man, I kind of want that burger again. Like even without like the peanut butter and pickles, like that place just knew how to make a burger and it was delicious. So like, hey, if you're ever in the town of Portland, Killer Burger, it's got some peanut butter burgers that, you know, aren't as bad as it sounds. I'm telling you. All right, here, right here. Big money, big money. Oh, what is this? I'm being... This game hates me. But it was nice being in Portland again for just a little bit. And it's just an interesting place, Oregon is, because of the fact that it's like, it's so beautiful and it's so gorgeous. And then the infrastructure of the actual society is awful. You're like, ah, nice trees, crisp air, and then just bad government. Yo, let's go, big safe, let's go. Toonie's making his way in the world. So proud of him. Look at him, still didn't get the stupid. Ah! But during the road trip, there was like a couple times where we were supposed to be going down a certain highway and we had to stop. Like we were the last ones to stop. I was about to take a left and this guy in like a construction outfit, he's like, whoa, 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 stop, 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 stop. And I shouldn't have stopped because it delayed us like 20 minutes. But I stopped being like, hey, what's up? And he's like, oh, we got a big load coming through. Big load. We got a big load. Nobody can get through. We got a big load. And I was like, big load? He's like, yeah, big load. And I'm like, well, what is it? And he's like, it's a big load. Yellow.
Yeah, orange.
Green.
Did you see that field goal by Justin Tucker of the Ravens?
66-yarder walk-off? Yeah.
It's the crossbar and flips over.
It did.
Are you, do you have the Raiders game on in your area today?
I do. I mean, they're always showing the Raiders game here because it's local, right?
Right.
Right. So it makes sense. Like, they were fumbling in that first quarter, but they managed to start bringing it back, you know?
The last I heard, they were down 14-12, or?
It's actually 19-14 Vegas right now.
Oh, they came back. Okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of pulling for them because, you know, Derek Carr is a good Christian man, and I'm bringing excitement to Las Vegas. And you guys barbecuing today for the game, or?
Yeah, I'm having Noah make some, like, pulled pork burgers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
How far is church from where you live now?
Far. But it's also just 3 clicks away on my computer.
Oh, I guess Mom said you and Noah are trying to get a car?
Noah's trying to get a car. Noah's trying to save up for that. I haven't necessarily needed a car. Everything I need is walking distance, and like I said, church is 3 clicks away.
That's true. You know what today is, don't you?
Besides it being the 26th of September?
Yeah, what's significant on the 26th of September?
It's Leah's anniversary.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
What's really significant on this day at September 26th? There's two more major items in our family that are relevant on September 26th.
You got me beat.
It's your great-grandma's birthday.
How am I supposed to know that?
But there's something you should know. Okay, what was one of your favorite What was one of your favorite programs with Neil Patrick Harris? What was the name of that?
What, How I Met Your Mother?
Yes. Now, this is significant. How I Met Your Mother
was
today 43 years ago.
But how do you think I'm supposed to know that?
I thought I drilled that into you already.
What, the date? You know, I've got like 24 friends whose birthdays I still struggle to remember.
Now, when are the... Okay, now let's...
Grandkid? I don't know grandkids. Sorry, nope.
Oh,
Niece and nephew. Sometime in February and sometime in spring.
Oh, it's vague. Yes, Ethan's is February 13th.
Mm-hmm.
And Chloe's is May 20th.
Okay, see, I knew it was somewhere in there. Yeah, I'm still struggling trying to remember all the birthdays of the people in the household I live in.
Where do you usually go for a good burger besides there?
They've got Five Guys, and I know Noah kind of has this weakness for McDonald's, so we politely go with him to McDonald's to watch him get food.
Oh, the Rams are up on 2 touchdowns on Tampa.
Oh, see, I was betting on that. Not that I put money down, but I have the picks game for my Discord, right? And I was like one of the 3 people who chose the Rams. Everyone else went with Buccaneers.
Okay, son. I just want to check in and go Pack Go.
And I'll check in with you after the game, all right?
All right, love you.
All right, love you too, Dad. Love you, Mom.
Bye.
Bye. And that is my dad calling me. So where was I? Something about a wide load, right? Wide load. So we're sitting there stuck at this like crossroad waiting for this wide load to come through. And it's about 15, almost 20 minutes, and we look down, and there's, like, this one truck coming through with, like, a small little house on it. Maybe it was, like there was a shed on the back. And I was like, I guess that's kind of a wide load. I guess that makes sense. It's almost taking up the second lane. And I'm like, I could see how they probably wouldn't want other people zooming down the highway next to this, because it might, like, leach into the other lane a little bit. You might side scrape it. But then that goes around the corner, and it turns, and we're still not allowed to go. And I'm like, oh, is that not it? Is that not what I was waiting for? Give it another couple minutes, and here comes like this other truck coming down the lane. And it's got like the dump part of a dump truck on the back of it. And that was wide. That literally reached across both lanes. And I was like, okay. I was like, now that's a big load. And then so as we were allowed to drive through, I rolled down my window and I was looking at the construction work and I was like, hey, nice load. I don't know why I did that. I think I was harassed by the guys in the car. That's just what guys do. They're like, bro, roll down the window. Tell him it was a good load. Tell him. I don't know. We're dumb. Don't worry about it. But we had a good time. We ended up driving for near 17 hours. I took turns with my pal Noah. And it gets really, really, really dark at night, man. Especially out in the middle of the desert when there's no lights anywhere. Like, it's nice because you can really see the night sky. And there's like some beautiful stars. And I think I even took some pictures on my phone. And I'm saying this out loud now so that I can remind you in the future, Aaron, who's editing this, to go back and get them and show them on the screen. Because, first of all, my camera takes great pictures on this phone. Second of all, just to show you how dark it was and how, like, you could see everything in the night sky. It was gorgeous. But it was also scary because of the fact that, like, I wasn't used to the car. So I was trying to figure how to change between the brights and the normal lights. And when it was that dark out, like, you really need to be able to see where you're going. So it had like a few different like settings where it had brights, normal, brights, and then off. And I would kind of forget which way I was turning it. So the normal was right in the middle. If you go up, it's brights, and if you go down, it's brights. But if you go down, then it's off. So what would happen is I would mentally tell myself, stay on brights, and then if another car's coming, go down to normal, and then when it's gone, go back up to brights. But sometimes I'd get in a bad habit where I'd go down to normal, and then I'd go down to brights. And then in my mind, a car is coming, so I have to hit down to go to normal. But if I'm already at the lower brights and I hit down, it just turns the lights off completely. And there was one point in time where I was just trying to kind of fiddle with it, and there wasn't even another car coming, and we're going 90 down this highway in the middle of the desert with nothing around us, where you could barely even catch the silhouette of the mountains out in the outskirts. Couldn't even see that. And I clicked the lights, and I accidentally click it the wrong way, and it goes off, and everything goes black, and we're just driving down a highway at 90 miles an hour in black. And I think we all screamed for about a second before I went, ah, click, to turn the lights back on. But listen, there's some sort of statistic out there where it's all like, be careful when you take your eyes off the road, because even if you can't see where you're going for 1 second at 90 miles an hour, you've already driven the length of a football field and you don't know what's in that distance. So I don't know, it was kind of scary. But after I did it once, Noah kept egging me on. He's like, dude, do it again. Come on, get it on camera, put it on Snapchat, put it on Instagram. And I was like, dude, I'm not risking our lives for an Instagram video, bro. I'm not doing it. He's like, come on, do it. I didn't do it. We did get home safe, and that's where we've been for the past couple weeks, is back home safe and sound. I've been doing plenty of streams, as you've seen, making tons of videos. We've been out here living our best lives, and I've been really happy about it. But it was a good road trip, so if you do want to see more of that road trip, you can go check that out on the Instagram. Saw a double rainbow. It was beautiful, and I've not had a safe hit since I've gotten it. Man, that's a bad gag. Something else that happened, though, that I told you guys I would keep you updated on was my teeth. I did go in for a root canal, 2 actually, because of the fact that my teeth are kind of a little messed up, and there's reason for that. I promise there's reason for that. So as it turns out, the 2 teeth that I had the most problems with was the big one in the back here and the big one in the back here. The big one in the back on this side, I've already had pulled a couple of years ago because it already like snapped and broke. And the one back here had a hole that went right through the middle. Man, it looked like Moses was parting the Red Sea on my tooth. And I still have not had a safe hit. Man, training drop sucks. I hate it here. So I had to go in and get a root canal on that. And the reason why those teeth specifically are the ones that had issues is because of the fact that when I was in high school, I had braces. And when you have the old style braces before they started like mainstreaming Invisalign, is that how you say it? Invisalign? They would put brackets on the back part of your teeth as a base, and then like have other little brackets go across and then like tie it all together with wire. And so I had like these big brackets on these back teeth, and supposedly what I was told by my dentist is these big brackets on the back can weaken the enamel of your teeth. So because of the fact that I had it sitting there for a year, automatically made it softer, and then as time goes on, when I'm doing things like eating and drinking and stuff like that, it starts to wear away at that. And that's why all the rest of my teeth are fine, but these 2 specifically that had those braces hooked on them, like the bases, those are the ones that ended up having trouble, and that's why they both started like concaving, and then this one snapped, had to get it pulled, and this one I got a root canal on. The one down here that I got a root canal on, I think that's just because I need to brush better, but you know, I digress. The rest of my teeth should be fine, I think. Man, I went in for the root canal like what, a week ago now? And let me tell you, they were definitely using it as a teaching experience for one of the assistants, that is for sure. So while I was having my root canal, they're like, this is gonna take like 45 minutes per tooth. Are you ready for that? And I was like, bro, an hour and a half? Bro, I could sleep for an hour and a half, dude. That's nothing. That's no time. But they have you like tilt your head all the way backwards, like near upside down. And because of that, and the fact that they keep your mouth open, you can't swallow anything. So it's very, very, very important for them to get that sucky tube to get all your saliva out to make sure that it doesn't drip to the back of your throat and you choke on it. So the assistant's job was to hold the sucky tube and stick it down my throat and make sure that it was capturing all that saliva. And you know what they weren't good at doing for the first 10 minutes was sticking that sucky tube down my throat to catch all my saliva. I am almost certain I near suffocated twice because I was choking on my saliva that dripped to the back of my throat. And then and the dentist was like, this is why it's important, Stacy. Stacy, make sure you're paying attention, Stacy. You don't want the patient to die, Stacy. So they didn't knock me out for it. And I think it's good that they didn't knock me out. Otherwise, I probably would have just died. But I remember when I got my wisdom teeth taken out, I got knocked out for that. And that wasn't so bad. Because I woke up and next thing I knew, I was in front of my computer playing Pokemon. And I was like, this is a pleasant experience. But for this one, they didn't knock me out. So I just sit there and endure it. And the numbing worked for the most part. Like, I didn't actually feel pain. I just felt the pressure of them, like, pushing on my teeth. And I'm like, And then, of course, almost suffocating. But what was nice, and I guess this is something that maybe they've started letting you do recently, is the fact that they allow you to listen to music. As long as you got headphones and, like, there's no cables or anything to get in the way, you can just listen to music. So I had, like, my wireless headphones in, and I had, like, music going, and I could, like, at least reach my hand in my pocket to my phone and, like, click for next song and turn the volume up and down if they were trying to talk to me. Oh gosh, I am losing frames just having all this on my screen. That's so gross. Look at this. Normal frames, gross frames. Normal frames, disgusting. Y'all need something better to do with your life, dude. I'm sorry. Why are you all chilling here? Yeah, but after that was all said and done, I did end up getting the root canals done. And so thankfully, my teeth are feeling a little bit better now. There aren't giant holes in them. And I can eat food again without it hurting. That's always a plus, right? And I think the really nice thing is that originally, root canals are expensive, by the way. And not having dental insurance sucks. So I had to like put it on credit. But originally, it looked like the cost of it was going to be like $3,800. And they're like, that's like the most it could cost. If it turns out that you end up getting like, you know, there's no obstruction in the way, so they don't have to do any extra work, we could knock a couple of these little amounts off. And after it was all said and done, it went from $3,800 to $2,900, which is still a lot of money. And it's more than I got in my pocket right now. I've got nothing. I think I have $2 in my wallet. Man, my rent doesn't even cost that much, dude. Like, come on. And we are now on the last... We're going to actually choose this one first. Choose the 80 cogs, because I know why not? But now we are on the last task for the LAWBOT suit. Going to Pajama Place. Let's go. So I will have to pay that off over the next year. So that's like $300 a month for about a year, which isn't terrible, but it's like I don't want to spend $300 a month. But hey, you know what? You do what you got to do because you need to do it. It's either that or actually have like a real problem and lose my teeth, and I don't want to do that, you know? So as an adult, you do what you got to do. So I'll be working extra hard to make sure that I'm covering that every single month and doing whatever I can to continue supporting myself and the people around me, as well as paying off the debts that I owe now. One of the things that's going to help with that, though, and I know I've already talked with this with my live stream, and I'll make a more formal announcement with some graphics and everything, is that we do want to do a second subathon because of the fact that the first one did go over very well, and for some reason people really want to give me money to stream for like 6 days straight. I don't know why, but you know, hey, if they want to do that, I ain't complaining. So we already have a time set up for that. We're going to do that the last week of October, which is about 4 weeks from now. And we have a lot of different incentives set up for that. So I wanted to do things like carve a pumpkin on stream, or have an incentive where I wear a costume and we could get a silly, funny costume. I think one of the ideas we threw around is that we could like paint my nails like black and orange for an incentive. And I think another incentive, which I think could be a lot of fun, is recording and editing a Toonie the Tiger fully on stream in front of everybody. So it wouldn't just be me in my office here, like recording locally. I would be on stream and I'd be like, okay, time to do a Toonie the Tiger episode. And then I would start recording while I'm on stream and everyone could watch it. And if you happen to follow me around in game and be silly, we could do that as well. So it would be something very interesting to try to do. I think it would be cool. But I just hope it's not coming across as all like, oh, look at Megasnoop doing another subathon. He loves money, am I right? Nah, I'm definitely out here just trying my best to make sure I'm supporting and caring for the people that are around me, to make sure that they can live their best lives as well. But also, I owe near $3,000 for my teeth. So that kind of sucks, am I right? Haha! To be playing with you, I also want to be able to do things like go on trips to see more of my friends. I know we have at least a couple more trips planned for early next year, and I won't be able to go on those trips if, you know, I don't have money to be able to save up for them. So out here always trying. We just paid for a stove, we just paid for the house, we just paid for a road trip. So money's a little low right now, and it's nice to get that like little boost and head start back to get us into a comfortable spot again, you know? Just to be frank with you guys, I have no reason to lie to you. It looks like Toonie got the last one, and surprisingly this one went way faster than the last ones did. I took 2 whole episodes on getting like the first like half of it, and then the last half literally took me like literally 20 minutes. And so there you go. Toonie's now got his LAWBOT suit. Let's go. But the episode's not over yet because I still have to record for another 10 minutes. So Toonie, you're gonna go to Toonfest and fish or something, all right? Toonie fishes while I tell a couple more stories. Here we go. Hopefully I'm getting this episode out before October 1st because I'm really excited for October to be coming in. We're gonna be having a lot of fun with that. I just love the Halloween vibe. We get all the Halloween emotes and we get all the Halloween streams going with the alerts and the music and stuff like that. I just actually paid somebody to Halloweenify a couple of the emotes that I already had, and then we spent like a whole evening on one stream trying to put together a good like Halloween playlist and got together about 100 songs that actually sound pretty good, and they actually have that nice little Halloween vibe. So I'm really excited for this upcoming month. A lot of fun stuff coming. And then there's like new video games coming out, dude. New video games. The new Nickelodeon like All-Star Smash comes out. And then gosh, the new like Super Monkey Ball comes out as well. And I really can't wait to play that on stream too. And then later in October, the new Mario Party comes out. And me and my friends have been like itching to play that one. Man, there's a lot of cool stuff happening. I just can't wait. I do have one more story though, one more quick story. And I know I probably have like 6 more stories, but I really do have like one specifically that I wanted to tell because it was a specific story of something that happened recently. So it was last night actually. Poutine was here. He had like $100 in DoorDash credit for no reason. I think his mom gave it to him. And he's like, yeah, dinner's on me. Just go ahead, whatever you guys want. And we decided on Chick-fil-A. So he's like, yeah, I'm going to order some Chick-fil-A for everybody. He orders some Chick-fil-A, and we get like, 3 burgers, a bunch of fries, and like a bunch of nuggets. Came out to a disgustingly high amount for no reason, but, it's all on credit. So, hey, it's basically free. Free DoorDash credit, free money, free food. But like, it gets here, right? And he brings it into my streaming room, and he's got the bag, and it smells a little off. Like, he gives me the food, and I'm like eating the fries. I'm like, okay, the fries taste normal enough, but then like he has the actual like big bag that has all the food in it, and I'm like, what's that smell? Do you smell that? And he's like, yeah, it smells pretty bad. And I like kind of stick my head into the bag and sniff, and like the strongest odor of like cigarette smoke just filled my lungs when I smelled that. I was like, ugh, that's disgusting. Like it quite literally smelled like somebody went into the bag, smoked a pack of Marlboros, and then like decided, yeah, that's good. And like my food tasted relatively okay, but some of the other food that was in there, because Noah had to come down from his room and he didn't eat right away, and so when he got to his food started reeking and smelling and tasting like cigarette smoke. Like he literally was putting the fries into his mouth and like they were tasting like cigarette smoke ash, and he's like, this is gross, I can't eat this is disgusting. Like it got to the point where like if you just took the carton of fries, just like the thing that holds the fries, and you smelled that, it smelled like somebody was putting their cigarette out in the fries box. It was nasty. So my man's, he's like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna contact DoorDash. I'm gonna ask for a refund because like the food is literally inedible because whoever picked up the food, quite literally, their whole car had to reek of cigarette smoke. Like, I get that it's your car, you can do whatever you want in your car, but if your job is to like buy food and deliver it to other people and then store that food in your car for a little bit of time before it gets there, you can't have your car reeking of cigarette smoke because it's going to get in the food. And that's not healthy. Like, it quite literally, it smelled like somebody had the bag of our food and it was like into the bag of food. So he contacts DoorDash. He's like, hey, somebody literally smoked into our food. Can we get a refund for that? And they're like, well, since you paid with like DoorDash credit because it's like free food, we can't like reimburse that credit. Sorry. And it's like, bro, I don't care how it was paid for. That's nasty and that's like inhumane. And like nobody should have to put up with that, bro. Like, that's just disgusting, dude. Nobody should ever have to like put up with eating food that like tastes like cigarette ash. That's gross. And unfortunately, that's just how that story ends, is that he ends up having to just deal with the fact that he got his free food, but it all smelt and tastes like cigarette ash. And it's like, if that's the case, I wouldn't have even taken the free food. I would have happily just paid for it instead if it didn't come with cigarette ash. Like, that's a bad trade-off there. All right, Toonie, what do you want with your Toonfest tokens, dude? Anything look good? Not really, no. Maybe one of the hats. What do you think, Toonie? You want a new hat? All right, Toonie, that hat right there. There you go. Looking good, Toonie, looking good. But yeah, anyway, Chris Pratt's gonna be Mario and Jack Black's gonna be Bowser. What's up with that? Isn't that crazy? Anyway, I think I've actually reached the pinnacle of everything I wanted to talk about today, so that's probably going to be it from me. I know I have more stories, I just need to think of them off the top of my head, and I'm sure by the time that I record the next Toonie the Tiger episode, I'll have even more stories to tell, but I don't want this episode to run too late. I've been making like 30-minute episodes lately, and I'm like, brah, why do I put that much time and effort into this, bro? I'm sure you guys like the 20-minute episodes or the 30-minute episodes, but I'm trying to keep it closer to like 15, 20 minutes, so we'll see how long this one comes out to. Go ahead and let me know down in the comment section below, like, how long is like the peak episodes for you guys? Because I know like the first episodes were like 12 to 15 minutes. They were just kind of extra long videos. And then they started somehow getting to be like 35, and I'm like, I'm gross. So let me know down in the comment section if you got this far into the video, if this length of video is good or not. But I'm gonna get going. I'll try to be back with another episode as soon as I can. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Leave a like if you did, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay awesome, God bless, and peace. Say bye, Toonie. That's not helpful. Not at all. No one cares. Bye, bye, bye.